Hey, everybody. Good morning, and welcome to the Monday Inspirational. Like always, we're going to start off with that scripture. Today's scripture I have is from Genesis 50:20, which states, "You intend to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives." I love that scripture. The reason why it reminds me of my past, just to be vulnerable. I used to be in the streets, I used to be in the nightclubs, in the strip clubs, you name it. I was there. The parties, everything. It reminds me of time when I was on probation. Um, oh yeah, me, I was on probation. Believe it or not, it was actually supposed to be a year and a half, and myself, it turned it into about 3.5 years. Now, that shows you my intelligence during that time when I could have just got it over with and got it done. I just kept repeatedly messing up. That kind of reminds me of that scripture is, I was I was considered a real mess up. I was told I wouldn't amount to anything. I was told that simply I had a learning disability. Everything that you probably could tell somebody that, basically is wrong with them, I was told that. Um, I fought a lot with battling myself through those bad times that the devil had meant to harm me. As I started transitioning, as I started getting into my self development and reaching for a higher purpose than myself, that's when I started to actually see the good. Now I can say, from the past and all that mess ups that I did, I could see God working for its good now. I definitely see my life heading in the right direction and to help others. And it's funny that I said that because the scripture reminds me of exactly what I'm doing is trying to save many lives. I am trying to speak to people that were hurt just like me, that just didn't have the people there to support them, didn't have anything, was searching for that empty feeling, and I was running. um, Pastor Jake with Thrive Church yesterday had a sermon series about restless. I felt like he was speaking to me because that's where I was. I was very restless. I still am today very restless because I feel like there's a mighty mission I need to do, but it was a different type of restlessness. I had something in me that there was meant, there's more meant to do. And that's why I want to reach out to you guys and encourage you that there is more for you to do. You are special. You are somebody. I know maybe your situation doesn't seem like it at the time, but during those times, just like the scripture says, he meant to harm you, but God turned it to good. It's like that song Victory. You meant to harm me, but he turned it around and you turned it for good. And I'm going to give you my victory. And I love that song because it just reminds me of, if I can do it, so can you. You can definitely make that step. It may seem impossible, but this is why we take little steps. They have a saying, inch by inch, anything's a cinch. And I believe that same way, if we work on ourselves 1 hour a day, consistently every day, just that 1 hour on how to better ourselves, make ourselves that much more valuable, you will see that these trials, these tribulations, just like the scripture saying, is going to turn and you're going to be able to help others. Now, I don't ever want to toot my own horn. I always try to stay humble, but saying that I help with the church, I help with the men's breakfast, I help with the paradigm, and it just fills my soul because I feel that that was me that needed that help. that needed the calling, that needed somebody to reach out and say, it's okay, grab my hand, let's do it together. That is, I think, the number one thing. And we all need that. And this is why I'm encouraging that, is because remember, like I said, during those rough times, it will shift and you will see all those good. Steve Jobs says it best is we never can connect the dots moving forward. We can only connect the dots looking backwards at our past, at how it turned into the blessing that we have today. Now, again, I do want to thank you. And from the bottom of my heart, I just want to be transparent and I want to share this message to others that need it. And again, I love you. And you guys have an Aloha Monday. Thanks, guys.